You're watching the Speed Report.
NASCAR Sprint Cup Series with its final weekend off prior to a 12-race push for the title. But it's the next two that's got a group of 6 drivers sleeping a little less as of late. More on those guys in a minute. First, though, we've got to look at how the top 11 in the standings shape up. A number of drivers are looking to clinch a spot in the chase at Atlanta. Time now for the Ace Hardware standings update. Harvick and Gordon are already in. The rest of the top 12 can clinch at Atlanta if they finish in these positions. Should any driver lead a lap, they take one step closer to making NASCAR's version of the playoffs. And that takes us to those who continue to hold out in hopes for the 12th position. Clint Bowyer's got it, but 5 drivers are trying to run him down. Yeah, Clint got a little breathing room after Bristol, increasing the margin from him to the 13th position. Only 6 guys have the chance at making the cutoff for the chase. And after Atlanta, it's possible for any of these guys to be 12th in points, or that 12th position to be clinched. In one way or another, all of these guys have their own demons to deal with. The way the season has gone, nothing is a given.
If anybody controls his own destiny in the race for the chase, it's Clint Bowyer. While he has some breathing room between himself and 13th position, historically Atlanta hasn't necessarily been one of Bowyer's best tracks, specifically when it comes to the fall race. Only once has Bowyer had a top 10 finish in the fall, 6th in 2007. And at this year's Atlanta spring race, Bowyer finished 23rd. Clint and his RCR team will need to better that given how good the competition is.
The closest challenger to Bowyer is the red-hot Jamie McMurray. Arguably, Jamie's got the best numbers of all the guys in the fight for 12, with 2 wins and 3 poles this season. But it's been an up-and-down year for the one squad. While McMurray has 3 top 5s in the last 6 races, there's also been finishes of 20th and 22nd. If they get it right, McMurray and the Earnhardt Ganassi team could be a real threat to take 12th position. At his most recent race at the track in March, McMurray, though, came home 29th, 1 lap down.
Now, should McMurray falter, just 1 point behind him in the standings is wily veteran Mark Martin. Mark has the most experience of anybody in this fight at Atlanta, but Martin has struggled for consistency this season, and as of late, so has the mighty Hendrick team as a whole. The crash took Mark out of the Atlanta round earlier this year.
Currently 15th in points is Ryan Newman. In his last 4 fall races of the track, Newman has an average finish of 23rd. Perhaps some consolation? Newman had the pole at sister mile-and-a-half track Charlotte earlier this year. Like its Hendrick cousins, consistency has plagued the Stewart-Haas squad this season as well. And Newman will have to keep his nose clean in order to get a good result this weekend.
The final 2 drivers clinging to a chance of making the chase are David Rudiman and Casey Kane. Out of all the drivers vying for the spot in the chase, Kane had the best performance at the most recent race in Atlanta. Kane led a race-high 144 laps en route to a 4th place finish. This time around, he'll have the new Ford FR9 engine powering him, but realistically, Casey and David have a lot of ground to make up in the points, and they're going to need the guys ahead of them to falter. We've seen epic championship battles decided in Atlanta in years past, and this year, whoever has near flawless execution and a little luck on the mile-and-a-half could find themselves in the chase while the others are out.
The action in Atlanta starts on Saturday for the Sprint Cup boys, and Speed has your all-access pass. Practice kicks things off at 11 a.m., and the coverage rolls all day long with Nationwide and Sprint Cup qualifying. Don't miss a minute. It's this Saturday on Speed.